will wear number 13. Brad McMurray, number 12. Number 9 is Michael Caliguru. Number 30, Colby Gimo. Landon Homey is number 8. Number 11, Adam Wheeler. Number 17, Nathan Pretty. Colin LaFave, number 6. Dylan Chappell, number 2. Sean Patterson wears number 3. Troy Grant is number 5. And Matthew LeBlanc is number 7. Goaltender for this game, Gus Bruce. Guy, if you could lead us through McMurray Wholesale Snacks.
Yeah, we have starting number 1, Kyler Reber, as well as number 3, Dakota McDonald. 4 is Brendan Emiott. Number 5 is Steve Paul. Number 7 is Mike Fingus. Number 8 is Lionel Maurice. Number 9 is Jamie McDonald. Number 10 is Mike Power. Number 11 is Eddie Bruce. Number 12 is Ryan McDonald. Number 14 is Matt Bruce. Number 16 is Curtis Duplessis. Number 17 is Curtis White. Number 19 is Michael Clark. Number 30 is Justin Kirkjubis. And the coaches Rod Hyde, Bill Bruce, and Steve Fingus. And that's the lineup for the McMurray Wholesale.
So again, McMurray Wholesale in red, the Brick in black. This is the Bantam Championship game of Minor Hockey Week. Dan O'Toole and Guy Boudelier along with Mayor Doug Faulkner with you. We've got the all-star lineup in the broadcast booth with the MLA and the mayor.
There you are. Hey, well, of course, we're into the Bantams now. A little bit tougher league.
A little bit tougher, a little bit bigger as well, Doug.
It is, and you can see the pace of the game has changed from the Pee-wees already.
And also, in this age group, you see the attendance starting to dwindle because more of the kids, the parents just drop them off for these games.
You know, that's right. Dan, I look around here, yes, although there's about 100 people here, so...
We're down from the 500 here from last game.
That's pretty good.
Well, and you know, a big bouquet to all those folks that are out here watching no matter what age division is here.
That's right. Well, like I said, a lot of parents in Bantam just drop the kids off, while Pee-wee and Novice and Adam, all the parents stick around and the grandparents come out, so...
well, I think it's important not to generalize or overgeneralize. There, you know, is lots of parents out here. But
that's right.
Well, Bantam, no, yeah, I guess Bantams could actually be driving themselves to the ring. Bantam
I'm
and
not
midget.
sure. Well, they're getting pretty close to the age of driving.
Well, they have to be 16, right?
So instead all the way down, we get an icing call. So this, again, is the Brick in black against McMurray Wholesale Snacks. McMurray Wholesale Snacks gets an icing call there. We'll just call them the Snacks from now on. You don't have to go through the...
Okay, the Snacks. That's my
Snacks
team. And, okay, and referee today is Gerald George's son.
And Domke's back working the lines.
And Mark was talking to his Mark George just before the game, Dan, and of course said that he's always looking forward to refereeing in Bantam, and he puts and logs a lot of hours in refereeing.
That's right. You have to call a few more things in Bantam. You have to make sure the players don't get away with the rough stuff after the whistle, because when you get older, you like a bit more of the rough stuff, so it gets tougher when you're reffing at this age.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And of course, we want to see some good hockey, and of course, don't want to see anyone getting hurt this afternoon.
Absolutely. That's the name of the game, and these boys will show us just what hockey is all about here momentarily, Guy. The pace is picked up really fast here in this first period.
Inside the zone, the Brick cleared off along the left side, hammered up the side, boards by Patterson. It's sent out to center ice, and this one's going to be cleared out. Snacks at center. Nice touch pass onto the stick of Brendan Amiot, and Amiot sends it in, and that's offside. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty coming up here. It's the first of the game pretty early on. Brick getting a hooking call, so that'll give the Snacks a power play opportunity. Sitting in the box for 2 minutes will be number 16, Mike Harris. Mike Harris playing in this game.
Do we have a premier here today?
Well, it comes from Dan's neck of the woods, but this is about hockey, and sports and hockey, it's got nothing to do with politics, and that's what we like about this afternoon.
Absolutely. That's why we're here, Guy, you and I. We're relaxing today, enjoying this game.
Mike Harris being penalized for his actions on the ice. He's in the box for 2 minutes.
He's in the box for 2 minutes.
Some people don't agree with Mike Harris's play on the ice, so that's why he's penalized. Not drawing a correlation between Mike Harris, the politician, and the Mike Harris on ice.
Good kick save there, Dan, by the Snacks goaltender.
Kyle Reber in net for the Snacks. We should mention Eddie Bruce isn't playing in this game for McMurray Wholesale Snacks. He got hurt during the the tournament. That's sad to see, but we heard it's not that serious of an injury.
And we wish Eddie, of course, a speedy recovery to get him back into the lineup here.
Over the line comes the brick. They just dump it into the far corner. First in is Landon Homey. Homey won't get there in time, and the Snacks cleared out to the line, but not out. Keep in mind, Snacks are on the power play. Doesn't really look like it right here. They're having a tough time getting that puck outside of their own zone. Over center ice comes Jamie McDonald. McDonald flipped the pass. This one goes into the bench, and we get a stoppage of play with 14:25 to go in the first period.
Well, with first 5 minutes of this game, we can see fast, high intensity of the game. And Dan, that's obviously, both teams are full of energy. And in net, of course, for the Snacks, we have number one, Kyle Reber, and he was able to make a good kick save there just a minute ago.
Gus Bruce, the goaltender for the brick in black. Bruce out of his net, sets it up for his defenseman. Some hits in there behind the play, and the brick doing a great job of killing this one off. We don't have the penalty up on the board, so we can't really tell you how much is left in it. I'd say about a minute left in that penalty because it's non-stop time, so they put 3 minutes on the penalty when it's non-stop. The Snacks get an opportunity. This is their best chance. They send it in front. A beautiful kick save by Gus Bruce. Rebound cleared to the line. It's kept in rather nicely by Justin Herchebes. Herchebes, the captain for the Snacks in red. Sends it in towards the net. It's around the boards. Here's Matt Bruce. Bruce spins and fires a shot. It's knocked down. How about that? We've got an Eddie Bruce not playing in the game, a Matt Bruce who's playing for the Snacks, and the goaltender for the brick is Gus Bruce.
So if all else fails, you go with the Bruce name.
That's right. There's going to be a Bruce taking home a gold medal.
No question about that. A good clearing play there by Mr. Chappell, Dylan Chappell. He made a good clearing pass for the brick inside their zone.
Snacks coming on this attempt. They fire one off the stick of Patterson and up and over the boards. Sean Patterson, the son of Tim Patterson, minor hockey league president. He wears number 3 for the brick.
Well, once again, both of these teams had to play at least 5 to 6 games over the last week during minor hockey week in order to advance to the championship game this afternoon. So without any question, both teams have worked hard, Dan, in order to get here this afternoon.
So the penalty has expired to the Bricks' Mike Harris. He's back on the ice. It's even strength. Nothing comes of the Snacks power play, so it's still 0-0 in the Bantam Championship game of minor hockey week. The winner gets gold. The runner-up, silver. Puck is dumped in. Gus Bruce out of his net. Sets it up for Patterson. Patterson along the left side. Fires one to the hash marks, but no further, and Patterson's got to come back, but his defenseman gets there first. That's Adam Wheeler. Wheeler banging his way up over center ice, dumps it all the way in. Hustling up to this puck is Scott Sherman. Sherman wearing number 15, goes towards the net. The son of Mark Sherman, the coach for this brick team, also coaching is Phil Zweet. Up over center ice, Patterson has to race back. Good job to get there first as Lionel Morris all of a sudden had a burst of speed as he crossed center, almost broke in all along. Now the brick up over center ice. It's taken by number 10, Lee Hansen, fires a shot in, and Reber makes the stop and hangs on.
Yeah, good glove save there by Carl Reber. He's right on top of his game as both goaltenders were almost at the halfway point of the first period, and Doug, good action, end-to-end action by both Bantam teams.
It is exactly that, Guy. It's great hockey, and I really admire the coaching staff, how they put these guys through their paces and produce such fine, wonderful hockey players.
Face-off coming inside the Snack zone. The brick win it. They get a quick shot, and Reber makes the easy save. I believe Reber was in a minor hockey league game last year because we've seen him a few times. He's also been on some CJOK broadcast games, so you probably heard that name before. That's because you probably have. If that makes any sense.
Well, a lot of these players, as you know, Dan, have been involved for many years at the Bantam age. It means they've been in minor hockey for at least, you know,
4
from
years,
initiation, Adam, novice, Pee-wee, Bantam, they've put in a few years.
It's a center pass. They score!
Number 8,
Killigrew.
I think his shirt again has the Gretzky phenomena of being tucked in.
The Killigrew gets it.
Ah, great. Right in the slot area.
Michael Killigrew from the slot, as he mentioned, through the legs of Reber, and Reber was partially screened. He got it.
9:27 remaining down in the first period, and of course the Brick opened the scoring here in this Bantam Championship game.
Let's see what the Snacks can do here. They're in over the line. It's broken up. And out with it is Brad McMurray. McMurray has his stick lifted, and it's sent out. Snacks, number 5, Steve Ball with the puck. Ball in behind his goaltender Reber, who's just beaten moments ago. Along the left side. It's kept in at the point by Dylan Chappell. Slapped it in, not very far, though. And the Snacks gain the zone. Brendan Amion along the sideboards, leaves it there for Jamie McDonald. Back to the point, a bullet over top of the head of Gus Bruce, and caroms off the glass all the way inside the Snacks zone. You might hear us mention the Snacks throughout the game. Well, it's the McMurray Wholesale Snacks in the red, and the Brick being represented by the team in black. Snacks at center. It was off the skate of Curtis White. White almost had a break, but he didn't know he had dislodged that puck. The Bricks, Nathan Pretty gets it. Passes along the left side to Mike Harris, who was broken up. And the Brick at their own line, just kicking out to center ice. Grabbed there by Curtis White. White, back to his defenseman Mike Fingus. Fingus inside his own zone. He's an assistant captain on this team. Pass to the left side to Steve. Ball had it broken up, and Ball gets it right back. Some sloppy play here, and halfway through of the first period. It's a game in which the Brick leads 1-0. Lone goal scorer in this one, Michael Killigrew, wearing number 9 for the Brick. Put one between the legs of Kyle Reber. Here's a quick shot knocked down in front, still staying with the puck is Troy Grant. Grant tried a shot, it was knocked down, and now with it are the Snacks. Lionel Morris over center ice, dished off to Dakota McDonald. McDonald right in, passes across, a big save by Gus Bruce as Mike Power took a beautiful pass up the stick of McDonald, couldn't finish it off though. A great save, biggest save of the game so far by Gus Bruce.
Yeah, good save there by Gus Bruce, and he was without question on top of his game there in making that stand-up save. And I know, Dan, how important that is to you when you're talking about goaltenders making stand-up saves.
You got to stand up, that's right, and that's exactly what Gus Bruce did there. Buck inside the Brick zone. Snacks a quick shot. It hit Dylan Chappell in the legs. He was able to knock it down. Look at the battle we've got going on in front between Patterson and Mike Power. The referee Linesman keeping an eye on that, and we've got a partial breakaway. As the Snacks player opts not to go to the puck first, and it looked like it was the right decision as Reber makes the stop. Rebound line there. Snacks have the puck in their crease area. Back to the point, kept in by Patterson. Tries a backhand pass along the left side. Michael made that Matthew LeBlanc. A quick shot. Patterson just leaves this one go.
Well, Dan, in action here with 6:05 remaining in the first period in this Bantam Championship game here at the Frank Lacroix Arena. Both teams giving their effort, and we got a hockey game here with only 1-0. Of course, the Brick over the Wholesale Snacks.
They haven't broken into soccer. Snacks a quick shot. It goes through the crease. It's knocked down and back the other way. The Brick. The Snacks have come close quite often here in the period, but standing tall is Gus the Goose Bruce. Quick shot by the Brick as they just dump it in. Lee Hansen looking for a shot. Hansen has it here, sends it in. Reber makes the easy save and hangs on.
Yeah, and that's probably a good opportunity for Carl Reber to allow the coaches on the McMurray Snacks team to make a line change, and of course the coaches, Rod High and Bill Bruce and Steve Fingus, doing exactly that with 5:02 remaining in this opening period of the Bantam Championship game.
Face off inside the snack zone. As Guy mentioned, they trail by 1. It's been pretty end-to-end so far in the first period of this one. Snacks outside of their own line. Crossing his own blue line was Lionel Maurice, and it seemed to trip him up a bit.
Back on his feet, though, and just back into the play, and that's exactly what a coach is looking for with a player.
Snacks, another opportunity. Mike Fingus, a lot of size. He crosses center. Up on the rush with him is Brendan Amiot. Fingus got it inside the zone. Not before he took a couple of hits. He stood up to them all, though. Fingus did a great job to fight off a couple of players. This is the Bantam Championship game between McMurray Wholesale Snacks in the red and the Brick in the black. The Brick leads 1-0. Lone goal scored by Michael Killigrew, wearing number 9 for the Brick. Snacks up over center ice. It's sent in for Brandon Amiot. Amiot tried to pass over to Curtis White. It was broken up. And across center comes the Brick. Played inside the zone by Troy Grant. Grant dishes off. Onto the stick of Lee Hansen. Hansen spins around one man. Hansen, the captain for this Brick team, loses control. There's a big hit at center ice as Nathan Pretty just laid the shoulder into his man, Mike Power.
You know, Dan, we have here Merlin from the Brick, and of course Merlin is a real community supporter, and he's out watching his Brick team this afternoon. He's the general manager of the Brick, and it's always nice to see him out, not only sponsoring the team, but also being out here catching all this great action this afternoon.
He might be selling some TVs because people wanting to see their kids on the big screen, Jobbies.
Yeah, that's a good point. We'll have to, if we get Merlin over here, he said he doesn't want to come over and talk to us because he just wants to enjoy the game.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. He's enjoying a great game here. His team leads 1-0. That's the Brick ahead of McMurray Wholesale Snacks. A couple of hits along the sideboards. Hear the reaction from the crowd. Again, the referees letting them just do their business on the ice. .2:45 to go in the first. This one's sent all the way down. It's going to be in on Reber. He won't be able to let it go. Reber just sets this one up. His defenseman picks it up from him. Matt Bruce has it. Bruce sends it in deep as he lost control. Bruce picks it up behind his goaltender again, spins and fires it along the right side. It's grabbed there by Mike Harris for the Brick. Brick sends it in front, and Reber makes the stop. And Mayor Faulkner's with us. Doug, I know you like the goaltenders. Reber's coming up big here for the Wholesale Snacks in red.
Absolutely, Mark, or Dan. Absolutely.
He's going back a few years.
Yeah, Mark Stiles. Yeah, he's playing really well today. And the pace has sure picked up in this series, right?
It definitely has. As you mentioned, the Bantams, the size continues to get a bit bigger.
Big difference.
We started with the Adams, now we're up to Bantam. The next is Midget, so...
Yeah, it's a very interesting game. Exciting game indeed. And certainly we have to give our president of minor hockey, Tim Patterson, and his team a positive stroke. They've done a great job this year.
They have. Face off inside the zone. Snacks have it at center ice. They lose control. Picking it up inside his own line is Nathan Pretty. There's a huge hit as one of the Snacks players was just leveled inside his opposing team's blue line. The Brick pinching here. There's a shot nowhere near the net. That guy needs his sights checked as setting it is Dylan Chappell off the end cement wall.
We can certainly see the difference then in this Bantam League, the difference in body contact from last game, the Pee-wees.
I'm surprised, though, some of these kids, they're just 1 or 2 years out of Pee-wee. Look at this, how much they've grown. Like, look at this Dylan Chappell, number 2. He's just, he's well over 6 feet.
Huge players, yeah.
Snacks inside the zone. Here's Curtis Duplessis. Has a quick shot. Stop is made there by Gus Bruce. Again, he has to make another one, and this time he finds the rebound and hangs on with 32 seconds to go in the first period. This first period of play has just flown by in this one.
From end to end, yeah, the puck doesn't stop. From end to end. Certainly a faster-paced game, and we're proud of these boys. I think they're doing a great job.
Face-off coming to the left of Gus Bruce, deep inside the Brick zone. The Brick leads by 1. Lone goal scorer Michael Killigrew. Our first intermission coming up here in just a second, and looks like it's going to happen now as the period comes to a close. With the Brick leading 1-0, we'll be back with the second period of play in just a second on Shaw TV 10. Okay, we're ready for second period action. Bantam championship game of minor hockey week between the Brick and McMurray Wholesale Snacks. The Brick leading this one 1-0. The Snacks come close here in the first rush of the period. They're thwarted just as they entered the goalmouth area. Tim Patterson's side. Along the left side, barges his way to center ice. It's Sean Patterson wearing number 3. Delivered a pass up the stick of Landon Homey. Here's a quick shot. Nice save by Gus Bruce. Kicks it into the corner. Rebound taken by the Snacks. Dakota McDonald has it broken up at the line. They send it right back in. Patterson knocks it down with a big glove hand. The Snacks, number 4, Brandon Amiot, looking for a shot. He has it stolen away by Adam Wheeler. Wheeler up over center ice. Gaining some speed as he crosses the line. Blocker stop made by goaltender Kyle Reber. Rebound in behind him. Taken by his defenseman, Matt Bruce. Bruce along the left side. Patterson up from his point position, banging away. Homey stepping in also to help out. Tried to deliver a hit, just missed his man though. It's out to center ice. Backhanded off the stick of Colin Lefebvre and over center ice and taken by the Snacks, Brandon Amiot. Amiot winds, fires a shot. It's knocked down. Snacks go for a partial line change. Amiot was almost left all alone.
Wow, Dan, we can see the energy here picking up. They're going from the end to end, and they're even changing on the fly.
And they score!
There you go.
Justin Herchabees, the captain for the Snacks, ties this one up. A 1-1 game. Herchabees on a beautiful feed in front, just wired it past Gus Bruce. And Doug, you can't fault Bruce, the goaltender, for that one.
No, you cannot. This is a fast game, Dan. Fast game. They were just changing on the fly there. From end to end. That was a good goal.
So we'll have a face-off here at center ice. The game's tied at 1 apiece. Just mark down the goal scores.
And Guy is back here off the phone, so here we go, Guy. This game is going really good here.
What a great
end to end, man.
What a great goal there, Dan, and end-to-end action. That's what we like to see, these games. Good and close.
You bet.
At center ice, the Bricks. Big Dylan Chappell crosses the line, just dumps it in off the end boards. Chappell waiting at the point for a pass. It's not going to come to him because the Snacks break it up. They're up over center. There's a quick shot. They just dump it in again. Reber sets it up for his defenseman. Steve Ball with it. Ball looking at number 10, Mike Power. Over center ice they come. Snacks have tied this game 1-1. Looking for the go-ahead goal. Beautiful pass in front. They score!
A good give and go there, Dan, and a great effort by the McMurray Wholesale Snacks.
As Ryan McDonald, that was picture perfect. I don't think you'll see a prettier goal anywhere else.
Yeah, good give and go there, Doug, and you know, that's nice to see kids passing back and forth and working together as a team.
Excellent hockey game, Guy, and the passing sure is paying off here in this game for the Brick.
You know, we used to always have a drill when players didn't want to pass, where we'd have the puck down at the red line and we'd pass it inside to the icing line, and if a player could outshoot or outrace the puck, then we would allow them to carry it. But needless to say, no player was fast enough ever to outrace a good hockey pass.
Absolutely, that's one of the things we used to teach, right, in minor hockey.
Always good fun here now, and of course we're back to the action.
And off the draw at center ice, it's won by the Brick. They have it. Banging and crashing away are several players. They send it in. Reber with his goal stick down just in case he had to play that one. It's along the right side, kept in by the Bricks. Colby Gmo. Gmo sends it back to the point. Also pinching in is Dylan Chappell. Chappell swings away, can't get control, and it's picked up at center ice by Nathan Pretty. Pretty over the line, levels his man, as Brandon Amiot went crashing to the boards. He's okay. He's quick to get up. Snacks keeping it at the line. Here's a quick shot. Stop made by the goaltender Bruce. Rebound whacked into the corner. Some pressure here by the Snacks as they have the lead 2-1 after they trailed by 1 after the first 20 minutes. Goal scores for the Snacks, Ryan McDonald. And Justin Hercheby's lone goal scorer for the Brick, Michael Killigrew.
Good action there, Dan. 16:47 remaining in this second period, a 2-1 hockey game. And needless to say, both teams are giving it their all, and who knows what can happen here. This is a real toss-up right now, Doug, and
I don't think I could call this game right now, Guy. It's too early to call the game. 2-1, and both teams are really right on. They're hot tonight.
yeah, that's exactly right, and only time will tell in this championship game in the Bantam division. You're watching, again, Minor Hockey Week championship game here at the Frank Lacroix Arena. Guy Boudelaire with our play-by-play, Dan O'Toole, and Dan's joining us again now, Doug, and we'll pass it over to the professional media guy.
Pass it over to the guy with the energy.
You guys are the guys with the energy, talking about phones over here, talking about everything else, and keeping us up to date on the off-ice affairs as well as the stuff going on the ice. And what we're seeing on the ice, the Snacks lead 2-1. They have it inside their own line. Mike Fingers along the left side. Gets it to the blue line where it's taken by Dakota McDonald, but he lost control. 15:50 to go in the second period. The Brick trailing 2-1. They send one in towards the net. It's knocked down. Has taken the initial shot. Was Landon Homey. This one sent in. And hanging on to it is Kyle Reber. That'll force a face-off inside the zone. So I'm not sure what's going on with the score clock. In the first period, it was non-stop. Now it's stop time.
Stop time in the second and third periods for this championship game.
Oh, okay. That clears everything up. He always knows the rules. That's something we've seen in Minor Hockey Week. We've seen several different variations of times during games. Usually it was 2:10s and a 15, but in the championship games it's 3:20.
And they will, of course, at the discretion of the organizers, they will make changes if they're running behind schedule or if someone gets hurt. Sometimes they have to go to running time, as of course you mentioned in the previous game in the championship in the Pee Wee division.
Face-off will come inside the Brick zone. They trail by 1. A very busy Gus Bruce gets a much-needed drink of water. He's the goaltender for the Brick.
Shots on goal right now, Dan, are even at 8 apiece here in the second period.
What kind of marker have you got going? We've had more than 8 shots
Well,
apiece.
you know what? It's 8 shots in the second period. No, in the first period there was 12 each. Of course, adding to 20. So it's good action here.
The Brick right in. There's a centering pass. Shot just wide. Reber was down to make the stop. Didn't need to, as the Brick came very close on that rush. At his own line, Dylan Chappell sends it out to center. It's picked up there by Matt Bruce. Bruce crosses the line. Gains a bit of speed as he entered the zone, but he lost control. He kind of ran out of real estate at the end. And it's sent for icing as the Brick launches it all the way down the ice. So we'll have a face-off inside the zone with the McMurray Wholesale Snacks continuing to lead this one by a score of 2-1.
Well, we hope you're enjoying Minor Hockey Week telecasts. Again, this is the championship game in the Bantam division here at the Frank Lacroix Arena. 14:38 remaining in the second period. And Dan, as you mentioned, right now, of course, the Snacks up by a score of 2-1 against the Brick.
So I wonder if the Snacks, if they're supplied snacks on the bench during the game by their sponsor.
Well, I am not sure of that, and I was going to ask Merlin if he's supplying the team with televisions on the Brick side.
Or maybe they might have a padded bench. So they might have a bit more comfort over on the home team bench. Nonetheless, these teams are put on a great show as we're being called by the commissioner now. Tim Patterson calling in some late scores. Oh, he just added an assist on that last goal. Jamie McDonald got an assist on that last goal by Justin Hercheby. Tim Patterson just calls it in on the cell phone there. He's always on top of things. Minor Hockey League president, always keeping us abreast of the situations.
Dan, he's done a great job, too.
He's been a busy guy. I heard the rumor that he slept here all week at the rink.
Oh, I think he's been here most of the weekend. He told me he had an early rise this morning. He's been here all day.
And then you and him had a camp out. You guys got the sleeping bags out, camped at center ice last night.
Yeah, he gave me a call at home.
You kept him company on the phone. That's good. There's a long shot. That was a tough save for Reber. Kept the rebound out, and his defenseman cleared to center ice. Brandon Amiot over center. Looking to drop to McDonald. No, he just tries this shot. It misses by a couple of feet. And taken off the inboards by Colby make that Gmo. Gmo battling along the end boards. Takes a hit. Dishes off to Nathan Pretty. Pretty now along the left side. Skates out. He's run into a nice old-fashioned hip check by Matt Bruce. That's always good to see, the old clean hits.
Beautiful, beautiful play that was there, Dan. Here he comes again, Pretty. From one end into the other.
That's right, Pretty. First he goes on the attack, now he goes on the defensive and gets back and breaks up what would have been a 2-on-1.
That's right.
Chappell flips it out to center ice. And a partial break here, but it's called on the offside with 12:36 to go in the second. McMurray Wholesale Snacks leading this game 2-1, both their goals in this period.
And both teams are well matched, I must say.
It is the Bantam Championship gold medal game. Winner gets the gold, runner-up the silver. So all the marbles are on the table here. You can put every cliche out that you know.
You betcha. They worked hard all week to get here, too.
They have. There's an easy shot for Reber to make the save, and he's going to hang on, not taking any chances. His defenseman was going to play it. He said, I'm going to hang on to this and force a face-off.
Yeah, you can tell they're both hungry. Both teams are hungry. They want that goal today.
Well, maybe they should talk to the McMurray Wholesale Snacks, and then they won't be so hungry.
Well, those guys have the pressure on right now.
That's right. They're leading 2-1. Brick, a weak backhander from the point off the stick of Adam Wheeler, goes into the corner. Wheeler, another opportunity here. This time he's run into by Mike Power. Puck is knocked down, and the Snacks get it inside their own zone. Number 30, Justin Hercheby, the captain for the team. He also has a goal tonight. Sends it up to Dakota McDonald. Wires a shot nowhere near the net. And picking it up along the right side is Matt Bruce. Bruce in deep, a centering pass. It's knocked down. And back the other way are the Brick.
Brick away.
Here's an opportunity right in. He sent it through the crease as Lee Hansen never did get a shot away. He had control at the last second, but couldn't get anything on the shot. 11:30 to go in the second. The Snacks come over the line. There's a hit, knocked off the puck is McDonald. Still staying on it. In to help out, number 7, Mike Fingus. Looking for a shot. As it's sent back out, the Brick at center ice. They've got to come back inside their own zone.
They must be feeding those Snacks good food over there. Maybe those energy bars.
A couple of players run into each other as they go to the bench. As Mike Power had to crawl onto the bench, he was out of steam. And we get a whistle here.
They certainly are enervated today.
11:10 to go in the second. Snacks in front by a score of 2-1. Face-off coming here just in front of us in the broadcast booth. Taking it for the Brick will be number 12, Brad McMurray. McMurray in to take the draw. Back on his point. He'll be trying to win it to Nathan Pretty. McMurray just barges in himself, and picking it up for the Snack is Mike Fingus along the right side. Looking to center it is the Bricks' Mike Harris. Harris found a weak puck in the corner, couldn't get it out front though. This one sent it all the way out to the neutral zone. Inside the Brick line comes the Snacks' Curtis White. White slams on the brakes. He's checked off the puck by Dylan Chappell. Chappell sent it out to center ice, and here's an opportunity for the Brick. And no, again, the Snacks playing some great defense. They get back and break it up. At center ice, the Snacks, Curtis Duplessis has it. Gaining some speed as he crosses the line. He stays onside. A quick shot. Easy save for Gus Bruce. Rebound taken by his defenseman. In on the forecheck is Michael Clark. Clark couldn't get a stick on it. And it's back the other way as the Brick just send it all the way down. Inside his own line is Steve Ball. Carams a puck across to Curtis Duplessis, and Duplessis has a partial break. Down the left side, puck too far ahead. He's going to try center it. Duplessis in front, goes off the back of the net. Couldn't get the pass in front. There it is. It's laying there, and it's cleared out by the Bricks' Michael Killigrew. He's got the lone goal for the Bricks so far this afternoon. The Snacks doing a line change. Matt Bruce almost left to fend for himself. Now the troops join the rush, and Bruce does a good job to get it over the line. Bruce slams on the brakes, looking to center. Broken up, and the Brick out of their own zone. First, they have to get it by 5 red-shirted players. They can't do it. And now it's picked up here by Lionel Maurice, and it's sent out to center ice.
You would think, Dan, that 9 minutes into the second period, that they were playing in the last 2 minutes of the game. It's very intense.
It is very intense as the Snacks continue to lead by just 1 goal. The Brick trying to get the equalizer here halfway through the second period, as Mayor Faulkner mentioned. Inside his own line is Homey, doing a couple of moves. He avoids several players and now plays it along the left side. Homey crosses the line as he got a pass off the stick of Colin LeFay. Homey along the end boards. Also in to help out is Matthew LeBlanc. Back to the point. Taking a shot is Pretty. It's knocked down and spun along the right side, as out of his point position is Dylan Chappell. Just jumped up and dumped it in. At center ice, here are the Snacks. Brendan Amiot over the line. Several players collide with each other. That almost gave the Brick an opportunity as they got control in the neutral zone, but lost it as quickly as they got it. Picking it up off the end boards is Dylan Chappell. Chappell, a nice headband pass up to Homey. Homey went in offside as he hit Colin LeFay with the pass, and it's whistled down. 8:14 to go in the second period. 2-1, Snacks in front. Face-off will come just outside the line. Goaltenders have been busy in this one. Gus Bruce for the Brick and Kyle Reber for the Snacks. McMurray, wholesale Snacks in the red. The Brick wearing the black uniforms with the white and blue trim. They win the draw just outside the Snacks blue line. There's a pass along the right side. Tipped in deep. There's a quick shot. It goes just wide as Lee Hansen spins and fires one, and Reber makes the save and hangs on to this one.
It's certainly a great game. Very interesting.
Snacks holding on to that 1-goal lead. 8:01 to go in the second. It's going to be one fantastic third period. Snacks just trying to get it outside of their own zone. They do it here. And Patterson now sends it out to center ice where it's shot right back in. Our cameraman, Curtis J. Phillips, finds something amusing. Did you hear what was said or what happened?
I don't know, but I think you said something about Snacks.
Oh. Yeah, he's had his share of snacks today.
Snacks are certainly working harder today.
Over the line, the Brick are able to get it in. Here's their captain, Lee Hansen, spins, fires a shot. Rebound was lying there, but Colby Gmo couldn't get a stick on it, and again, they're stopped by Reber from in close. So after the first period, the Brick led 1-0. In the second, so far the Snacks have scored 2, while the Brick haven't been able to get one by Reber again. He's been sharp in net for the wholesale Snacks.
Yeah, both ends, the goalies are playing well in this game.
Here's a quick shot. Sliding across as Reber makes the save, and they can't keep it in. Here's a break now for Curtis White. White down the right side, and it's icing. So his hard work doesn't pay off because the whistle had already blown. So the faceoff's going to come back inside the zone. Almost like a basketball game here the last minute or so. It's taken about 15 minutes to tick 1 minute away on the clock.
Yes, end to end though, eh? It's very fast.
That's right. Each team seems to just be dumping it and chasing it. Then it's offside. Then it's an icing. Well, let's see if they can go a couple of minutes here without a whistle. Set back to the point. Patterson can't keep it in. And again, the Snacks have a break. Here's Curtis White down the left side. That's completely offside. It's not called. And it's into the corner. Grabbed there by Michael Clark. Clark spins and fires over to Duplessis. A shot is knocked down, and the goaltender, Gus Bruce, jumps on this one.
Yeah, the goalies aren't taking any chances. As soon as the puck gets in around that net, they just jump on it.
Now, usually when the teams give us their rosters for Minor Hockey Week, they give us their favorite movie, their favorite NHL team, favorite NHL player. But the Brick, they gave us their list with all their phone numbers, so maybe they're looking for dates. They're supposed to give their phone numbers.
That's probably what it is right now. They're getting to that age. They're dating.
That's right. So maybe we can pass some of those phone numbers along a bit later in the broadcast. The Brick with the puck inside their own zone. Here's Adam Wheeler along the right side. Is it knocked down? Snacks just dumping into the far corner. Looking to come outside of their own zone. 6:17. They go in the second period. One player has a broken stick on the play. As you hear it snap in front of us, he still hasn't dropped the lumber, so he might get called here for a penalty. Shot off the rear end of Patterson. He spins around and takes it the other way. 4 Brick players come out on this rush. Patterson, one of them. Trailing is Michael Killigrew. They can't get it. And here comes Brandon Amiot, and it's sent in offside and whistled down.
Well, 5:53 remaining. Doug, one thing for certain is that we got a, I think as Chess Dix calls it, a barn burner here this afternoon.
Absolutely. Both ends are just giving her. From end to end here, they're just going flat out, Guy.
So, Dan, what do you think? Any predictions? As you know, you have a reputation as being a predictor, both economically and sports-wise.
That's you and Curtis J. Phillips who are the predictors. So predict all you want. I'm just going to call it like it is.
Game,
yeah. So there you have it, folks. Dan O'Toole continues to ride the fence in sports.
Whatever. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to get into your little...
Well, Doc Nickerson asked me to ask you to go out on the limb and predict. Because, you know, you usually hoodwink him into making a prediction once in a while. And
that's right.
We just thought we'd try the same on you.
Offside.
5:21 remaining in the second period of the Bantam Championship game. You're watching it all on Shaw TV 10.
Your official home of minor hockey in Fort McMurray.
Here at the Frank Lacroix Arena. And again, we're watching the Bantam Championship round.
Guts the Goose Bruce has been sharp in net for the Brick. So far, 2 have found their way past him in this period. The Snacks in red lead 2-1. Brick's lone goal scorer, Michael Killigrew. Brick, the puck inside their own zone. Here's Nathan Pretty. Along the line, there's a huge hit, as there's a high sticking call coming up here. Delivering the hit was Mike Fengus. Nathan Pretty's stick came up, and he's getting called here for the high stick. So the Snacks are going to go on the power play.
You know, it might have been, Dan, a bit of an accident, but then again, players have to be responsible for their stick no matter what happens. And I think in that situation, it wasn't. It was a good call, but somehow it was a bit I think it just happened accidentally, and that's unfortunate. Fortunately, no one is hurt, Doug, and that's very important.
Sure it is, and in this league, Guy, it's very important that you control that play, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
As a referee. The kids tend to get carried away at times.
Yeah. So, needless to say, in this situation, players are responsible, Dan, for their stick, no matter if it's an accident or not.
That's right. And as I mentioned, the Snacks have the power play for the next couple of minutes here. 3 minutes, actually 2 minutes go on the power play because it's stop time now. Reber makes the stop there. So surprisingly, the Brick gets an opportunity shorthanded here.
So let's wait and see what they can do. Of course, the Brick trying to... oh, another upset there. Looks like the Brick are going to be getting another penalty.
Yep, that was a tripping call. So now they're going to go 2 men down. They don't want this already trailing by a goal.
Great opportunity here for the McMurray Wholesale Snacks. They're leading 2-1 with 4:29, and now the Brick are in the box with 2 players. So
we'll have to Gmo going this time.
We'll have to see what kind of power play the Snacks can come up with.
That's right. The opportunity is there for them to pad their lead. They lead by 1, 4:29 to go in the second period of play. Here at Frank Lacroix Arena, Dan O'Toole, Guy Boudelier, and Mayor Doug Faulkner joining you from the broadcast booth. Curtis J. Phillips on the camera, as always.
So, Dan, later on, later on in the month. Of course, we're going to be producing our show out at Vista Ridge, where the second annual tube race is going to be taking place. And I understand you're going to try to...
I'm looking to win another one, yep. I'm looking to go 2-0.
Well, CJ Phillips will obviously has some video on that one, Dan.
Exactly, with me winning.
There's a goal! Scramble in front! A scramble in front!
Curtis Duplessis.
And the Snacks get a power play goal here with 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this second period. And a good effort there, Doug, in the power play.
It certainly was. It's a bit tough for the Brick, though, with 2 men down to try to compete with the 5 men on the ice. And certainly they made the most of that short players on the other team.
So they now have a power play still, Dan.
That's right. And Guy, you wanted a prediction? I predict I will beat you again in our sled race.
Well, I don't know. I was riding a tube, but if you're going to ride a sled, I need to know about that.
A tube,
but CJ Phillips will explain to you the difference between a tube and a sled.
I won that race, and many people knew I won that race. Then we went on the curling rink. Everyone saw you cheat there. So it should be interesting to see how you cheat again. As there's a big stop by Gus Bruce.
That was the one where, you know, curling going on this weekend, that was the one where you used your broom to push the rock ahead to get to the center?
You used that tactic.
Well, I tell you, I can only say we need a shovel here right now, not a broom, based on some of the things coming from you. With 3:24 remaining in this championship game, 3-1, Dan,
in the second period.
In the second period.
And the Snacks lead 3-1. Their goal scorers so far: Ryan McDonald, Curtis Duplessis, and Justin Herchevitz. The lone goal scorer for the Brick has been Michael Killigrew. Standing in the penalty box still is Colby Gimo. He gives us a pronunciation. It's Jimo. It's not Gimo. It's Jimo.
Well, Colby's watching his time tick down now. He wants to get back on the ice so he can help out his Brick team. They're down by 2 right now, and good old Colby Jimo is going to get back on the ice and maybe even score the next goal.
Colby Jimo, here he comes. Colby's back on the ice. Jimo up over center. He's wearing number 30. Delivers a big hit there. Maybe he was a bit upset how we were saying his name. He seemed to have some jump in his step.
I think Jimo, of course, is a big defenseman for the Brick.
That boy looks about 19 years old.
He's a big young fella for Bantam age. Of course, Bantam goes up to the age of 16 years old, 15 years old. So, big difference in age between Bantam and Pee-wee, Dan.
2 minutes to go in the second period. Here's a break for Homey over the line. Homey sends it in front. There's a quick shot. Reba the save. Rebound. Knocked to the line. Oh, wicked blast off the stick of Dylan Chappell. That was a bullet. Set in front. Couple of whacks at it. Reba makes the save, and there's a penalty coming up here. It's an interference call coming against the Snacks, as coming close there are the Brick. That's their best scoring opportunity of the period.
Yeah, that's right.
Coming back there, the Brick guys are really pumped up here right now. They want to get another goal quickly before this period ends.
Well, the Ontario Premier, Mike Harris, number 16 for the Brick. Same name, we should say, but he got pushed around there, but he showed some good effort. Mike Harris, number 16 for the Brick, in trying to put his team within 1.
Matt Bruce goes to the box, 2 minutes for interference, so he's going to have to serve the time in the box as his team tries to kill it off. So a great opportunity. As we mentioned, the Brick just turned it on there in the last couple of minutes. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going their way. They trail by 2, 1:30 to go in the second. Here's Homey over the line, drops it. There's a quick shot, knocked down. Puck bouncing around, looking forward. All the Brick players, they send it to the line. It's kept in. Pretty. Wines fires a shot. Rebound. Lane there. Again, it's cleared out by the Snacks. They get it to the line. Here's Dylan Chappell. That's a guy you want to get it to at the point, as he showed. He has a howitzer back there.
Yeah, strong shot.
Under a minute to go in the second.
And that shot into the beams, the rafters here, as the puck just went a bit. I think the puck actually, Dan, was on end, and
Nathan Pretty just shaking his head. He didn't know what happened there.
I think they're getting a little tired there, Guy. They were just giving her there the last 5 minutes here.
Yeah. And a bit of a break here for the next minute or so as they go into the third period. 58 seconds remaining in the second. 3-1.
Face off to the right of goaltender Gus Bruce. It's one. There's a quick shot. He makes the save. You have to remember the Brick are on the power play. Here's Colby Jimmo. Drops a pass to Lee Hansen. A long shot just goes into the corner where it's grabbed by Scott Sherman. Sherman loses control and it's sent all the way down. And no icing because the Snacks are killing one off. Here's Lionel Maurice along the end boards. He's run into by Chappell. There's a shot in front. Big stop by Gus Bruce. Rebound cleared out. Jimmo over center ice he comes. Jimmo tries to move to get around one man. Doesn't really work. And Sherman provides the interference. No call on the play. That's a two-line pass, and it's whistled down. With 16 seconds to go in the second, Snacks in front, 3-1. As I mentioned, lone goal scorer for the Brick, Michael Killigrew, and for McMurray Wholesale, McDonald, Duplessis, and Justin Herchebees.
Who do I want to get on now?
Face-off at the top of the face-off circle inside the snack zone. In to take it for the Brick is Lee Hansen, the captain for the team. Loses it, and the Snacks send it all the way down off the stick of Dakota McDonald. And this looks like it's going to close out the second period. 5 seconds to go. They send it along the right side. That's not enough time for a shot, and that's the end of the second. We'll be back with the third with the Snacks leading 3-1 in just a second.
And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
You're back for third period action between the Brick and McMurray Wholesale Snacks, and this one's sent offside. If you're just joining us, Snacks in front by a score of 3-1. Goal scorers: Justin Herchebees, Curtis Duplessis, and Ryan McDonald. And for the Brick, Michael Killigrew, the lone marker for them. 18:50 to go in the third.
Well, the puck just went into the Snacks bench, and one of the coaches, Rod Hyde, just about got it on the noggin. He had to be pretty alert, but he was able to avert a puck coming right at his head.
Kyle Reber, goaltender for the Snacks, had to be sharp there. He was alert as he just let that one go by. And out come the Snacks. Curtis Duplessis over the line. He has it broken up by Dylan Chappell. Chappell's done a great job on defense so far this game. Reber out of his net. He's going to play this one in behind his goal. Sets it up for his defenseman Herchebees. Along the right side. Plays it to Brandon Amiot. Across center comes Curtis Duplessis. Gains some speed, and Patterson sets up the pick there as he delivered a nice shoulder check, and it's out to center ice. Snacks again just shoot it right back. Dean, what do the Brick team have to do to come back in this one?
I think right now it's a matter of just creating lots of traffic inside the snack zone and really getting some more shots on net and hoping for, as you mentioned earlier, a deflection, a loose puck. Well, anything can happen, Dan, as you know, when you shoot the puck on the net. Lots of traffic in front as well.
At center ice, the Brick come inside the line. There's a high stick. No call in play as Homey crosses the line, and Homey around the net tries to wrap it around. He won't have it work here. Homey still with it. Looking for a shot. Sends it in front, and it's broken up. And again, it looks like the Brick should just be shooting a bit more.
That young fellow there that just had the puck there, there were two of his teammates on defense there. He skated right by them, handling the puck by himself, and then lost it. That was an opportunity for them there to pass the puck around a bit, and they might have scored.
Yeah, it's very important to be using your defensemen. Of course, all part of the team effort, and both teams have been, of course, playing heads up in terms of their passing, but, sometimes a player gets to see an opening and thinks he can penetrate through the defense, and needless to say, the ultimate goal is to get a good shot on net and hopefully even create a rebound if the save is made.
Absolutely.
Here's a break for McDonald right in. The shot is stopped by Bruce as Dakota McDonald was looking for a goal there. He saw a wide opening before him, and Gus Bruce came up big in net.
That was a big save, Guy. Big save there.
Yeah, it was. Gus Bruce came up with a good save there, and we were talking to his mom just earlier, and of course she's out watching her son this afternoon, and that's always nice to see as well, Doug.
You betcha, you betcha. A lot of hockey moms here today, Guy.
Yeah. 16:52 remaining in this third and final period in the championship game of the Bantam division here at the Frank Lacroix Arena. Dan?
Brick loses control inside their own zone. Again, the Stacks are doing a good job controlling that bouncing puck. Maurice a shot. Patterson knocks it down in front. They set it outside of their own zone and up over center now. It's all the way down. Reber out of his net's going to hang on to this and get a whistle with 16:30 to go in the period.
Well, that was a wise move by the Snacks goaltender there. He, of course, didn't have any help by his defense because the Brick were racing in. Dan, that was probably a pretty good goaltender judgment call there to just simply eat the puck as opposed to turfing it into the corner. What do you say there, goaltender coach?
Even when you have a lead or when you're trailing, why chance it? Just hang on to the puck whenever you can. And that's what Reber did. He saw no players in red shirts around, so he just hung on and forced the face-off. And after that face-off, it's won by his team, and they get it out to center ice. Shot right back in by Dylan Chappell. Taking his time is Herchevez. Herchevez outside of his own line. He's the captain of this McMurray Wholesale Snacks team, and he loses control and is picked up inside his own blue line by Dylan Chappell. Chappell loses control here, but his captain, Lee Hansen, is there to pick it up. Sends it off the side boards. Colby Jimmel over center ice. Couldn't get very far because he forgot the puck. The Snacks, Curtis White over center. White in some traffic, avoids one man, hops around a check, delivered a pass, but the shot by Michael Clark went wide. Still in there digging is White. Clark in to help out. He gets it at center ice, and it's grabbed by his big defenseman, Mike Fingas, and fired along the end boards. Out of his net to stop it was Gus Bruce. He couldn't corral it. There's a quick shot. They score! Curtis Duplessis, second goal of the afternoon. That puts the Snacks in front by a score of 4-1.
Well, Curtis Duplessis made no mistake in front of in the low slot area, and really didn't. Gus Bruce didn't really have any chance on that goal, and again, you know, he was all alone in front and made no mistake on the play, and that's so important, Doug, in front of the net to you know, have good coverage to help out your goaltender.
Absolutely, and we saw the effects of it there today.
Well, 15-12 remaining in this third and final period. It's 4-1 now, as Dan has mentioned, the Snacks over the Brick, and certainly, Dan, the Brick are going to have to
get more shots.
Get some more shots.
Can't score if you don't shoot, and here's a quick shot. Reber's there to make the save. Right into the chest as Mike Harris fired one. Reber hangs on to that one and covers up, and we'll have a face-off inside the zone with the Snacks leading by a score of 4-1. And goal scores for them, Duplessis with 2, McDonald with 1, and Justin Herchevez the other. Again, Michael Killigrew, the lone goal scorer for the Brick, and that came way back in the first period. Right now, we're 5 minutes into the third. Play at center ice. Taken by the Snacks, Ryan McDonald. Loses control, dishes off to Mike Fingas. Fingas delivers a hit. Looking for a shot. There's a quick shot. Bruce the save as firing away was Curtis White. White's had a fine afternoon. He's been all over the ice so far. As we see a line change here by both teams after that whistle. 14:36 to go in the third period. It's the Bantam Championship game between the Brick in black and McMurray Wholesale Snacks in red. Snacks leading by 3. They have the face-off inside the Brick zone. Here's a pass back to the point. No, it's cut off by Lionel Maurice. Looking to come out in front now. Several players banging away. Mike Fingas in behind the net. He's the guy that's trying to come out in front. Also, Dakota McDonald in there. Back at the point, Fingas looking for a shot. His forward, Mike Power, does a good job to keep it in, just plays it along the end boards. It's taken there by Lee Hansen. Hansen up over center ice, just dumped it out as Steve Ball picks it up with the Stacks across center. Delivers a pass. Ball hacks his man down. We've got a penalty coming up. So the Brick will go on the power play with 13:58 to go in the third. And Mayor Doug, this is a great opportunity for the Brick to maybe get one on the board with the man advantage.
Yes, Dan, I think that they are going to put some pressure on here now. They're really fired up the last 5 minutes here. They want to get another goal here to get back in this game.
That's right. It's been very evenly played, but the Snacks has just had those better scoring opportunities, and that's been the difference.
Exactly.
They have the face-off just outside their own zone. Kyle Reber, the goaltender for the Snacks, has been stellar this afternoon, as has been Gus Bruce, the netminder for the Brick. Snacks on the short-handed attempt. They come inside the zone. Here's a quick shot. It's knocked down, and now the Brick has it. There's Matthew LeBlanc over center. Loses control, and Homey now with it. He's going to take his time, work the breakout. Homey starts out. Signals his team, hey guys, get going up the ice. Homey hit Matthew LeBlanc with a pass, but he was spun around, and Patterson now is going to start